Tsunami watches and warnings to talk about following a major earthquake off the coast of Russia.
Yeah, let's go over to Vera Jimenez right now with an update. And we understand that it's been upgraded, that earthquake, to an 8.7.
Yes. If we go to the map, I can show you. Has been upgraded, as you just heard mentioned, to an 8.7. And so there are watches and warnings in effect. This is about 46 miles in depth, 315 miles southwest of the Bering Strait, as you heard. So there is a watch for the entire Pacific Rim from Alaska down to Mexico. But in certain areas, like in parts of Alaska, there are warnings associated with this earthquake and, of course, the tsunami. There's also a few advisories and some watches, but as it moves towards the south, towards us, it is going to be primarily a watch. This is also going to impact the state of Hawaii. Hawaii also has a watch because of this earthquake 8.7 off the coast of Russia. As we get more information, we will definitely pass it along, but those are the details that have been shared as of now. Keep in mind that this just happened, so the details regarding this earthquake, especially with that kind of magnitude, are still coming in. So
all right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachahakodash, double honor to the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessing to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom Barakatham. This is going to be a real quick lesson through the spirit. It's an update on news. A major earthquake has been hit, as you can see in this news clip, off the coast of Russia. All right. Now, these things we know are warned, but what are they a warning of, which I'm going to get. I'm just going to go to 2 Measures 15 real quick. It says, 2 Measures 15 and 5, it says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction." Now, the word sword and famine are specific, but death and destruction are not specific, because there's going to be all kinds of judgments in between that are going to get people. A lot of people forget about Leviathan, okay? That's going to be a judgment that's going to be happening. That's going to be part of the judgments that'll be going on, you know, when the Lord gets ready to visit this place. And earthquakes, which I'm going to get in a second, are a part of the signs that we were going to see. Okay, now 8.7, 8.8, that's massive, man. That's massive. I believe the one that caused that major tsunami over there in Japan a while ago, I believe it was about that magnitude as well. Okay, so, you know, we'll see what happens. But one thing I wanted to mention, well, let me read this real quick. It says, verse 6, "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." So the Lord gets to a point where he just gets sick of you, man. He gets sick of all of the wickedness going on. Okay, all of the animals, the deer, the rabbits, you know, the wolves, the animals going extinct, the bison, okay, the fish in the ocean, they're all polluted. They're all crying out, man. Okay, the whole earth is sick and it's getting ready to throw this devil up, man. Okay, you're gonna be rejected like a bad organ transplant. Okay, and the Lord is going. That's gonna culminate with a lot of death. Okay. And you can't imagine a 100 and some foot wave. Okay, that motherfucker like the size of a 10-story building, and it's just straight water. You can't do nothing about it, man. Okay, that's humbling, man. Okay, and why does the Lord do that? To humble the wicked. Okay, this says, verse 7, "Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves." Okay, all of these things with the Epstein stuff going around, all of the trafficking, all of the robbery through this economic system. Okay, all of the perversions of the minds through propaganda and these medias. All of these things, the Lord is no longer going to suffer it anymore. Okay. He's not going to let you exercise it anymore, as it says, "Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth out unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." So our efforts, brothers, when we put up prayers and we put up curses, the Lord has been hearing all of it. Now, he may not have done the massive judgment we want to see yet, but it's on the way. The Lord said so. Okay, it will happen. Okay, and it says, and therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. We cannot even calculate how much blood has been spilled just in 2025 alone. And this nigga's been at it for 500 years, man. Okay. Like you're gonna understand why so much mass scale death is gonna occur, because that's how much blood has been spilled. Okay, and is the Lord not righteous? Okay, and none of these people are innocent. Okay, even the elect are not blameless, but we have Yahushai that said the spirit in them, hey, they have enough to where I'll mediate for them. Okay, so they can escape these judgments and the plagues. Okay, just like the scriptures say. The rest of you, everybody's innocent. The Lord don't care if you're old, you're a senior citizen, you're a baby. He don't care. Okay? Remember the flood. He looked down and he said, yeah, everything's got to go, even the animals. What did the animals do? They were defiled. They were polluted. Okay? You can't get mad. Okay? When a man in the law, it says a man lays down with an animal as he did mankind, the animal didn't consent to that, but the animal still got to be what? Got to be put down, man. Okay, it's defiled. The whole earth is defiled. Okay, and that's why it's gonna be basically moved and shaken out of place. Okay, let me go to okay, let me go to, I believe that's in Luke when it puts it that way. You're going to have fearful sights going on out here, okay? Luke 21:11, it says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. This is speaking about the time when the Lord will visit this place, okay? It says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven, okay? So you're going to see weird things, strange things in the heavens. All right, all of these things are on the way. They're really happening already. You have examples of these things going on, okay? Verse 12, it says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you and delivering you up to the synagogues and into the prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. So these churches, these small hats, they're all going to have an accusation in their mouth against us, okay, before these things go down. You had the guy recently that went into the 33rd floor of a building and just started shooting people. Okay, showing you that they're programming people, and they're sending a message that we can sway the minds of the people through the media, because a simpleton, you know what they call on the internet, normies. Okay, they'll just believe whatever's on television, because some woman with a wig on and a business suit is telling her this is true. Okay. But so they're telling you that they can program the people to think whatever they want, and it's going to lead to the persecution of the men. This is going to happen. Okay. Why is that in the news? Because they're getting ready to make an accusation. And when that happens, the Lord's going to start rapid fire hitting this place with plagues, man. Okay. You see? It says, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. That's right. Okay, because we already have the upright conversation, okay, with no guile in our mouths. Okay, we not out here deceiving people for what? Why would we get out here and deceive people for free? Usually when a nigga gets up to no good to deceive somebody, it's for some kind of monetary gain. What do we gain? Okay, we're not deceiving you, you know. So the things that we're saying are true, and there's a spirit of the Lord on us to go out there and preach and warn, because when this cataclysm hits, man, it's going to be horrific. Okay, it's going to make the things that you've been witnessing over there in Gaza look like a cakewalk. Okay, you know, those are the main precepts that I wanted to bring out. You can go into Jeremiah 50 and 49, 50, 51 to get an idea how much death is going to be going on, man. You can go into Isaiah 34, okay? You can go into Ezekiel 7, because then y'all are going to want to pray and look for answers, and the Lord is not going to hear you, man. Okay. Now, I believe Esau has the technology to create earthquakes as well. Now, that's the last thing I wanted to mention before, I ended. Esau has the ability to create earthquakes. They admitted it. They brought it out on that show Redacted, that they can do those things. So whether it's done by the hand of Esau or the Lord just has an angel do it, these things are gonna take place. Okay. And I wouldn't be surprised if some major city that they want to, reallocate into a new type of city of 15 minutes or so, gets hit, and then all of a sudden there's no aid, there's no funding. They just let it go by the wayside because they want to rebuild it up as something new. We're always watching, man. We're watching this devil, man. All right. Anyway, I'm going to end it there, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call hello Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Rachakwadash Shalom. Kwam Yasharallah.